Alright guys, Hans here. Hey, I've got a special video tonight. I was lucky enough to fall into a bourbon that's been on my wish list for quite some time now. And here it is. It's the Stagg, also known as the Stagg Jr., little brother to George T. Stagg. Uh, Found two bottles of this actually sitting on the liquor store shelf, actually in a cabinet. Um, and brought one of them home with me. Now, before I jump into this and open this bottle up to share it with all of you, because at the end of the day, that's what it's all about. I wanted to just share how it was finding this bottle for me today. Some of the feelings that came over me. You know, this is part of the excitement, right? Of the bourbon experience. So. In finding hard to find bottles like Stagg or some of the other BTAC lines, the Pappies, the Van Winkles, etc. Right. So now I wish I could say I paid MSRP for this bottle. However, I cannot. But what I can say is that I paid a lot less for this bottle than what I've seen it in other stores. Almost by half. So I couldn't walk out of the store without it. So, anyways, went into my local liquor store here. Tend to stop by there a couple times a week to see what they have on the shelf and in the cabinet. I just couldn't really believe my eyes. Sitting there actually. The first thing that caught my eye was a bottle of Blanton's Gold. And I wish I could have grabbed that one as well. But right next to it was this bottle of Stagg, and of course, kind of around it were bottles of Pappies and some of the Rip Van Winkles. There's a 20-year Heaven Hill, and plenty of other good selections there. Price points on some of those other bottles, they're just too high for what I can justify. But the Stagg, like I said, was at less, about half of what I normally would see it in the stores. So I went ahead and walked up to the counter, and there was, like I said, there was two of these in the cabinet. So went up to the counter and told the clerk there, that I'd like to get a bottle of the Stagg from the cabinet, and I kind of feel like I missed a little bit of an opportunity here to have a backup on the shelf. But number one, right? I want to see what else I can find with those funds. There's a lot of good bourbons out there, and I want to experience those as well. And number two, I want others to be able to walk in, see that bottle sitting there, and be able to experience it as well. And let me tell you, it did not take long. By the time I got to the clerk and said I want a bottle of the Stagg, he went over, unlocked the cabinet, and there was another gentleman standing there, and he went ahead and grabbed the second bottle. So a win-win. We both went home tonight with a bottle of Stagg, and I hope they're enjoying their bottle as much as I'm going to enjoy mine. So, all right, jumping into this. Again, this is one I've been chasing for quite some time. Normally, I see it on the shelves. It's $400. Some of the comments that I've seen here recently have them upwards of $800, which is just I'm sure it's a great bottle, but that's a bit pricey for sure. So this one again was almost half of what I've normally seen it there. So anyways, I'm ready to go on this one. I'm ready to give it a try. I've never had this bottle. I've never had a pour of this bottle. I just opened it this evening, so I enjoy the Buffalo Trace products. And all of the great products out there in this line. This is definitely kind of one of those at the top for me. So I've got my pour here. And from first impressions, this is definitely, like I said, at the top for me. Now I'm not trying a bunch of the high end, the allocated bourbons out there. So this is probably one of the top bottles in my collection, anyways. But it's I'm ready to experience this. So let me take a little sip here. Wow. Yeah. You can definitely get the proof from it, but at 130 proof, that is a very nice and enjoyable drink. And I will certainly be enjoying the rest of the contents of this bottle in settings where I can share the experience with good friends and family. And I hope that all of you guys out there that are hunting for one of these and all the other bourbons that we enjoy hunting, I hope that you find one of these yourself one day that is at a price point where you're comfortable paying for it. And if that's at the $400 or $800 levels, then good on you. Just keep in mind that these are special bottles for many out there. So share the wealth there where you can. For now, I'm going to chalk this up to a very successful day, and I'm going to get back out there. Got a couple trips coming up here that I look forward to. I'll be outside of the state of Florida, which is where I live. Be heading up to Virginia for a week, and then I'll be in Alabama. And I know both of those states are a little bit different in terms of how allocated bottles are released. So I've been kind of studying up on that a little bit, and I'm hoping that I can get lucky with some other highly sought after bottles and bring those back and again share them with all of you. So I'll just leave it at that. Keep up the hunt, and wish you the best of luck. Until next time, cheers.